Schön, dass ihr eingeschaltet habt bei Füchse TV. Ich habe meinen nächsten Gesprächspartner hier, Adam Brady, 30 Jahre jung, in Delhi, Ontario, Kanada geboren. Das ist übrigens gleich um die Ecke bei den Niagara-Wasserfällen. Und nach seinen jungen Jahren in Nordamerika wechselte er 2021 nach Europa. Zuerst England, dann Ungarn. Da gab es dann gleich den ersten Meistertitel für ihn. Italien und jetzt hier DEL2 in Deutschland bei den Lausitzer Füchsen. Hallo und herzlich willkommen, Adam.
Thanks for having me.
Adam, was hat dich überzeugt, dich den Lausitzer Füchsen anzuschließen?
Yeah, I think just the opportunity came up, and I've heard a lot of good things about the organization and about the league as a whole, and just thought it would be a good career choice for me, and I just wanted to jump on the opportunity.
Mhm. Welche ersten Eindrücke hast du vom Club, der Organisation und vom Umfeld gewonnen?
Everything's been great. It's been first class since the day I got here. I've felt super welcomed and at home from the staff and my teammates and everything. So it's been a really good, easy transition, and it's been a lot of fun.
Mhm. Du hast in vielen Ländern mittlerweile Eishockey gespielt. Was reizt dich jetzt besonders an der DEL2 und an dieser neuen Herausforderung?
Yeah, I think having such a strong league and having a league where, it's any team beats anyone on any night. So there's a lot of good competition, and there's a lot of good players, and just, a new challenge. And I think it's still early from my time here, but from what I've seen with the team and how we've played, it's I think we can, make a really good push for, the postseason, and just a really strong team that's very exciting.
Mhm. Wie würdest du dich selbst als Spieler beschreiben für Fans, die dich bisher nur aus Statistiken kennen?
Yeah, I like to say that I'm a two-way centerman that plays the full game. I pride myself on the defensive side of the puck, and I like to chip in offensively as much as I can. And power play, penalty kill. I like to be a guy that can play in all situations and just do whatever it takes to help the team win.
Mhm. Deine ehemaligen Clubs haben dich als Playmaker mit Spieleübersicht und starkem Abschluss beschrieben. Wo siehst du selbst deine größten Stärken?
Yeah, I think personally, I think my hockey sense is probably my biggest asset. I think I'm able to read the game and kind of allow myself to play in those situations, those power play, penalty kill, and it definitely helps offensively. And I think I've always just had a good mind for the game, and something that has helped me a lot.
Mhm. Du hast mehrfach Führungsverantwortung übernommen, zuletzt auch als Kapitän. Was bedeutet Leadership für dich?
Yeah, I think I think leadership is a lot of things. It's number one, you have to just be yourself. You can't pretend to be anyone you're not. But I think it's just doing the right things every single day and taking care of those little details as well. And sometimes it's when no one's watching, and what are you going to do? Are you going to take a shortcut, or are you going to do it the right way? So I think just bringing work ethic and doing things the right way, especially those little details.
Welche Rolle möchtest du innerhalb der Mannschaft der Lausitzer Füchse einnehmen?
Yeah, I just want to be a guy that can be relied upon in all situations, whether it's, you're down a goal and you're trying to defend, or maybe you need to score. And I just want to be a hardworking and a good teammate. And obviously I have some experience with a younger team here. So I want to try to be a leader and help my teammates in whatever way I can, and do whatever it takes to win.
Mhm. In welchen Spielsituationen fühlst du dich eigentlich am wohlsten? Powerplay 5 gegen 5 oder so diese enge Schlussphase?
Yeah, I like the tight games, those end of game situations, whether you need to score or defend, and there's a lot of pressure in those situations, but I thrive in those situations. I think, and as a hockey player, that's kind of what you live for, those situations where there's a lot of pressure on the line, but especially in playoff times or the end of the season, when those little points matter and those little plays are huge. That's when I really enjoy it.
Mhm. Dein Weg führte dich über Junior Hockey, NCAA und ACHL nach Europa. Welche Phase deiner Karriere hat dich bisher am meisten geprägt?
Yeah, I think I would say I think there's parts to everywhere I've been that have really shaped my career, but I think the biggest impact would probably be NCAA college hockey. I think it's super high level, and you're kind of at a stage in your life where you're learning to manage hockey and with school. And I played for a fantastic coach there, Tom Serratori, that really like shaped the way that I am as a player, and I learned so much. So yeah, I think NCAA just kind of maturing your game and yourself as a person too. I think it definitely shaped me the most.
Mhm. Was waren für dich die größten Unterschiede zwischen nordamerikanischem und europäischem Eishockey?
Yeah, I think one thing is the size of the ice. North America is a smaller ice, so you typically have less time and space with the puck, and it's a little more, um, maybe chipping pucks, like dumping and chasing and stuff like that. Where Europe is, you have that bigger ice, so you might have that extra second with the puck, but it's very fast, and I think there's a lot of a lot more skill and in plays like that. And, you get power plays and you have, a couple extra feet on the walls and stuff like that. So it is a lot different, but at this stage in the game, I'm pretty used to it. So it's, it's second nature now here in Europe playing.
Okay, in der Saison 2020/21 hast du in Kansas City schon mal mit Lane Scheidel zusammengespielt. Erinnerst du dich noch daran?
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that time very well with Lane. He's a guy that I got along with Lane right away in Kansas City, and it was the COVID year, so it was kind of a strange year. We had a lot of games condensed into a short amount of time, and that was my first year pro too, so that was a big adjustment for me. And no, yeah, Lane really helped me out that year, just adjusting to the pro hockey and the lifestyle and how many games there was and how to manage that all and take care of your body and all that. So he was a guy that I really looked up to and I really leaned on at that point in time. So yeah, it was a fun time with him back then, but it was also kind of a crazy season with the COVID.
Wusstest du, dass Lane hier in Weißwasser spielt? Hattest du mit ihm Kontakt?
Yeah, I knew that I knew that Lane was here. We didn't talk a whole lot between our time in Kansas City and now, but he's a guy that I would catch up with maybe once a summer, just a text message here or there, or whatever it may be. And we have a lot of mutual friends too, and so yeah, when I knew I was coming here, obviously I had a good conversation with him, and he was able to kind of help me out with what to expect, and he had some advice for me, and I was excited to get here and see him.
Mhm. Welche persönlichen Ziele hast du dir jetzt für deine erste Saison hier in Weißwasser gesetzt?
Yeah, I think I kind of touched on it before, but I try not to put, as I get older, every year you have goals going into the season, and I try to have less, statistical goals and more just how I want to play and how I want to feel, goals like that. So I think as I get older, I've, this summer especially, I took a big emphasis on recovery and training, and it's something that I brought into the season. And I always, as I get older, like I said, I try to improve that every single year. So that's something that I've continued to work on, and it makes me feel better on the ice for sure. And yeah, I just want to be, I just want to help the team in whatever way possible I can. Obviously, coming in late, it's a little weird at first, and then you get your feet wet, and it's you feel at home after a couple of weeks. So I'm starting to kind of get in that groove, and you get chemistry with line mates and all that. So it's just I want to be a leader and a guy that can help the team. And I just kind of want to be myself. And like I said earlier, I really am excited about the team, and I trust the team, and I'm excited for, where we can go.
Mhm. Thanks. Abseits des Eises, welche Hobbys hast du und was machst du gerne in deiner Freizeit?
Yeah, in the summers, I like to golf.
Mhm.
That's always a fun thing in the summers, and I also do some coaching, and that's kind of been something I've enjoyed every year more and more in the summer, is working with kids and coaching hockey, whether it's kids that are 10 years old or kids
Mhm.
that are 15, 16, 17 years old. It's a blast for me. I really enjoy it. And then, yeah, my wife and I like to play tennis and pickleball and anything outdoors in the sun that's athletic.
Okay. Ja, dann sind wir schon durch. Adam, danke für das Gespräch und für den Rest der Saison. Toi, toi, toi.
Thanks
Und
for having
viele
me.
Tore.
Appreciate it.